wasting your life. There is no gentle way to say it, no soft way to deliver it. Because sometimes truth must shake you before it can shape you. You are alive at a time when billions of people have come and gone, and yet you are here. That alone means something. That alone carries significance. But the question is not whether you are alive. The question is whether you are truly living. Most people exist. Very few people live. They wake up without purpose, move without direction, speak without intention, and end their days without progress. And then they repeat the same cycle again and again, hoping that somehow their life will change. But life does not respond to hope alone, it responds to decisions. You cannot drift into a meaningful life, you must decide to live one. Every day you are given 24 hours, not 23, not 25. The same 24 hours given to every successful person, every great leader, every individual who ever made an impact. The difference is not time. The difference is how that time is used. Time is the currency of your life, and every moment you spend is an investment. The question is, what are you investing in? Are you investing in growth, in purpose, in becoming who you were designed to be? Or are you investing in distractions, excuses, and comfort? Because whatever you invest your time in will eventually shape your future. You don't get your future by chance. You build it by choice. And many people are not failing because they lack ability. They are failing because they lack focus. They are distracted. They are pulled in different directions. They start things, but they don't finish. They dream, but they don't act. They desire success, but they refuse discipline. You cannot have a disciplined future with an undisciplined present. Discipline is not punishment. It is preparation. It is training yourself to do what is necessary, even when it is uncomfortable, even when it is inconvenient, even when no one is watching. Because greatness is not built in public, it is built in private. What you do when no one sees you determines what happens when everyone is watching you. Stop looking for shortcuts. There are no shortcuts to a life of purpose. Anything that grows quickly without foundation will collapse just as fast. But when you build your life on principles, on truth, on discipline, on consistency, you create something that lasts. And that is what you were created for, not just success. But significant successes is about what you achieve. Significance is about who you become and how you impact others. You were not born just to collect things. You were born to contribute something. There is something inside of you, an idea, a gift, a talent, a vision that the world needs. But it will never benefit the world if you keep it buried inside you. And many people do exactly that. They hide behind fear. They hide behind doubt. They hide behind excuses. I'm not ready. I don't have enough. What if I fail? But the real question is, what if you don't try? What if you spend your entire life waiting, hesitating, delaying, and never step into what you were created to do? That is not just failure, that is tragedy. Failure is an event, but regret is a lifetime. You can recover from failure. You can learn from it. You can grow through it. But regret is the pain of knowing you could have done more, been more, lived more, but you didn't. Do not allow fear to control your future. Fear is not a signal to stop. It is a signal that you are stepping into something greater than your comfort zone. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. Growth is uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. Discipline is uncomfortable, but staying the same is even more painful. Because staying the same means accepting a life that is less than what you are capable of. And you were not created for a small life. You were created with potential, but potential is not enough. Potential is like a seed. It contains everything necessary for growth. But if it is never planted, never nurtured, never developed, it will die. And many people die with their potential still inside them, not because they didn't have it, but because they didn't develop it. Development requires effort. It requires learning, practicing, failing, adjusting, and trying again. It requires humility, the willingness to admit that you don't know everything, and the courage to grow. You must become a student of your own life. Study your habits, study your mindset, study your actions, because your life today is a result of what you have been doing consistently. If you want a different result, you must change your behavior. And behavior is driven by belief. What you believe about yourself determines how you act. If you believe you are weak, you will act weak. If you believe you are incapable, you will hesitate. If you believe you are not worthy, you will settle. But if you begin to change your beliefs, if you begin to see yourself differently, your actions will follow. You must see yourself not as you are, but as you are capable of becoming, because vision is powerful. Vision gives your life direction. Without vision, you will be easily distracted. You will follow trends. You will chase things that don't matter. You will waste your energy on things that do not contribute to your purpose. But when you have vision, everything changes. Your decisions become clearer. Your priorities become stronger. Your discipline becomes easier. Because you are no longer living randomly. You are living intentionally. And intentional living is the key to a meaningful life. Stop waking up without a plan. Stop going through your day without purpose. Stop allowing life to happen to you. Take control. Design your life. Decide what matters. Decide what you will focus on. Decide who you will become. Because if you don't decide your future, someone else will. And you will end up living a life that was never meant for you. You were not created to fit into someone else's expectations. You were created to fulfill a unique assignment. And that assignment requires you to be different. It requires you to think differently, to act differently, to live differently. You cannot follow the crowd and fulfill your purpose at the same time, because the crowd is often moving without direction. And if you follow them, you will end up where they are, confused, unfulfilled, and stuck. You must be willing to stand alone, to make decisions that others don't understand, to pursue a path that others may question, because purpose is not always popular, but it is always necessary. And when you commit to your purpose, you will face challenges. You will face obstacles. You will face resistance. You will face moments of doubt, but those moments are not meant to stop you. They are meant to strengthen you. Pressure produces growth. Challenges reveal character. And every obstacle you overcome builds the resilience you need to reach the next level. Do not run from difficulty. Embrace it, because everything you go through is preparing you for something greater. Nothing is wasted if you learn from it. So stop complaining about your situation. Start learning from it. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can I grow from this? How can I use this experience to become stronger? Because growth is the goal, not comfort, not ease, not convenience. Growth. And growth requires action. You cannot think your way into a better life. You must act your way into it. Ideas are powerful, but they are useless without execution. Dreams are important, but they remain dreams without action. You must move. Even if it is a small step, even if it is imperfect, because action creates momentum, and momentum creates progress, and progress builds confidence. You don't gain confidence by waiting. You gain it by doing. So start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can, and keep moving forward, because your life is too valuable to waste. Your time is too important to ignore, and your purpose is too significant to delay. You have something to offer, something to give, something to contribute. But it is your responsibility to develop it, to refine it, to release it into the world. No one else can do it for you. This is your life, your assignment, your responsibility. So stop wasting it. Stop delaying it. Stop ignoring it and start living it fully, intentionally, purposefully, because one day your time will run out. And when that day comes, the only thing that will matter is not how long you lived, but how well you lived. Not what you had, but what you gave. Not what you dreamed, but what you did. So make a decision today, a decision to live with purpose, a decision to act with intention, a decision to become everything you were created to be. And when you make that decision and back it up with discipline, consistency, and action, you will not just exist, you will live.